Okay, so just tell me your name and how long you've been playing fantasy football.
DillonJannell and 3 years.
Okay, so talk to me about your first year playing fantasy football and the trades that you made.
I was saying the first year I didn't do any trades.
Okay, what about the second year?
The second year I did a league with my buddy, and we pretty much drafted. He helped me do the drafting because the first year I did it, it was just for fun. Second year was more like I tried to do it. I was starting to get back into football slowly. I didn't really know any of the young players, and he was kind of walking me through it. Obviously, my brother helped a little bit, and I mean, the trades I did then were like, this player was doing good. I try and make the best trade I can for that player without, obviously giving up too much. That's about it for the second year.
Talk to me about the trade analyzer and how you use it for trades and like getting trades.
Well, when I used the trade analyzer like this past year, I was using it based off of that was going based off of the points that they're projected to take, in my opinion. And some players I thought were higher ranked than the analyzer. Like, am I allowed to use examples?
Yeah.
So like Zamir White, he wasn't projected high. He played good last year. I tried to trade for him like twice. Didn't work, but he was doing pretty good. Like players that are coming out of their backup role, I guess, is players that I usually look at because name brand players are they're going to get taken right away, and they're going to be a lot harder to get.
So can you tell me trade strategies that you use? Say, for example, you're trying to make a trade and you're trying to get someone off someone else's team. How do you approach them? What's some strategies you would consider using?
How I approach him is with the basic, like if he's a really good player, like let's just say Justin Jefferson was one of the players I was trying to trade for, I'd probably go with a guy that's either equal value that I'm willing to lose, or someone, or maybe multiple players that maybe that guy needs. So if they need a tight end and a defense, and I happen to have the best tight end and the best defense, and I'm willing to lose that for someone like Justin Jefferson, and they're willing to take that, I'll do it in a heartbeat. And if it's other options where if you're trading someone like Jahmyr Gibbs last year, who was a rookie, and he had his moments and he didn't have his moments, I was going based off of who I had. So if I needed a running back badly, and I was willing to lose a receiver that I had in depth, and they're equal value, and I did use the analyzer for certain things. So like Jordan Addison and Jahmyr Gibbs were kind of equal. That's about it. That's how I was doing it.
So were you looking at 3-for-1 type deals, or a 2-for-1 deal, or how do you feel about trading two okay players for one good player?
I mean, it depends on the players. To me, I'm okay with it as long as the players are good. I'm not going to give up, obviously, 2 great players for one good player. But if they're players that are, let's just say, they can be hit or miss every week, I mean, it goes by that for me. So,
Cool.
If they're good and consistent, let's just say Chase is a consistent wide receiver most of the time. Last year he wasn't, and I'm trying to get him, and I have, let's say, Jordan Addison and T. Higgins. They're not always going to be guaranteed, but maybe they'll take that trade.
So I want to just talk about one more thing, and I think the use of the trade analyzer is so interesting. So do you use the trade analyzer? Because I know what I would do is I'd use the trade analyzer to try to show, hey, look, you should accept this trade. This is what the trade analyzer says. It says you're going to win. Do you ever look at that and go, oh, okay, maybe, how much do you actually value the trade analyzers?
Out of scale of 1 to 10, a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Because, like I said, to me, it goes based off the players you're trying to get. Because I don't think the analyzers are updated enough to, know, hey, these rookies or these backups are playing better than they should. And if they're consistently, Kyron Williams was someone that was a steal pick last year, if you ask me. Because he was a backup. All of a sudden, first week of the season, he became the starter and was consistently good throughout the season, other than when he got hurt. And on the analyzer, at least until midway through the season, the analyzer was putting Kyron Williams at like the bottom of the list, and Zamir White was on there. There's who else was there? There's just a lot of like C.J. Stroud was considered like a mid-average quarterback in fantasy, but like you saw how that panned out. He was really good. So for me, I mean, it's probably a 5 out of 10. It does help as far as like main players and trying to get an idea, because not every player, like the projections are there for a reason. So like you don't know, you could have Tyreek Hill, he may give you 2 points one game and then 30 the next. So that's how I feel about that.
Cool.
Is that it?
Yeah. Cool.